Hey, this is for Tessa.
And I'm Mark.
And this is Rage Candy with...
I'm gonna rant about shit!
Yeah!
Alright.
Korra vs. Aang.
I've been wanting to do this episode for a long time. When I started Rage Candy, I was like, I can't wait to get to this point. This point is finally here. We saw the finale of Korra, all 4 of her seasons. We've all seen The Last Airbender and all 3 of Aang's seasons. It's time for the big head-to-head debate.
Alright.
Who's better, Korra or Aang? As an avatar, as a series, as a character, all in. Who had the better finale, Aang or Korra? Oh, okay, just that's it.
This conversation is very short for me. My answer is Aang every time.
No, I got some Korras.
I don't have any Korras. Oh wait, who's bitchiest? Korra.
Okay, who had the better series?
Aang. I mean, it's so overwhelmingly obvious to me why these. I guess if I have to explain, Aang is the better series because I like Aang at the end of the day. I would go and buy Aang a s'more. I would make Aang a s'more. I would make Korra shit, except maybe poison, so.
You know how she gets when she gets poisoned.
Good. She can go in a hole and stay there.
She gets bitchy when she gets poisoned and just blames everybody.
She's that way anyway.
Yeah, but it's like 10 times. It's like Avatar on that time of the month.
But she's gonna go into seclusion for like 3 years, so it's worth it. I don't have to hear her.
Yeah, but then you get... Okay, alright.
Thank you.
Who would win in the battle if Aang and Korra were to get into a death battle?
It depends who's writing for Aang, because if it's the same people that wrote for Korra, then Aang would also get OP powers, and he would easily be able to beat Korra without any training.
Well, I mean, and I've gotten to this debate a lot over the past couple of months, and it boils down to Avatar. Well, it'll be cheating if they both use the Avatar state, because then, you know, you got to figure out which Avatar state Korra's going to be in. Then you also got to figure she's going to be where she was in season 1.
It's not cheating because Aang would have all the avatars behind him and Korra would have nobody.
Unless Korra's doing it from season 1 where she did have everybody.
Because she has season 4.
Okay, so okay, alright, I'll give you that. So even with the Avatar state, Aang has everybody in his Avatar state while Korra just has herself and her bitchiness.
Yeah.
Okay, but Korra can metal bend naturally. You know, Aang, even though I'm assuming he can easily learn metal bending too, he doesn't know metal bending, so does that play in a factor?
But she doesn't use it, so...
That is true. She did not use it at all, like, for anything.
So,
matter of fact, did she even really... Yeah, she did use metal bending after she learned it a couple episodes.
Yeah, she knows extra stuff. She knows going to the spirit world and such, even though Aang knows how to as well.
Yeah, I think spiritually Aang is more powerful, but as far as bending the elements, Korra is more powerful.
Yeah, like I said, it depends on who's writing for them.
And I'm going death battle style, so ain't nobody writing for nobody. This is just pure stats and figures. And I'll have to go with Aang because Aang is the trickster avatar in my opinion. He would figure out a way to defeat his enemy. Even if he had no chance of winning, he will figure out a way to defeat his enemy.
He's mentally strong.
Right, he's mentally strong. He's known who he was and what his mission was. It didn't take him 4 seasons to get to that point.
Nope.
First season, I'm the avatar. I know what to do. That's it.
Tell me the subjects in which you're in Korra's corner.
Korra's the most powerful of the avatars between Aang and Korra.
But if she can't win the battle, again, if it was Aang versus Korra, then he would still win.
Right.
So, I mean, just because he's not powerful physically, he's still more powerful.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, but I was just, again, going more or less on the physical stats of it. This is a weird divide for me. I would say Korra had the better enemies because I love Zahir. Like, Zahir is part of my favorite enemy in the whole entire series. But at the same time, Aang had one enemy from beginning to end. Even though he had sub-enemies, he still basically had just, you know, he has to defeat Fire Lord Ozai no matter what. With Korra, she would defeat an enemy, then the next season, like, what's going to happen next? And then you would see what will happen, and then she would defeat the enemy or talk the enemy into submission, or Genoa would just come and save the day.
Right. For me, I would say Aang has the better enemies only because their defeat marks their arc. So Zahir is awesome. Kavira awesome enemies, but the way the rest of the world treated them and how they were defeated and such was such bullshit that it just downplayed their entire character, therefore just taking them down a notch, while Aang's enemies just continued on, gradually increased. Like Zuko was amazing and he had character development and just became, I mean, come on, Zuko, come on. Just, there was character development with even the enemies, while these enemies were here to stick around for one season, and then maybe they would reference them in an episode later for whatever random reason.
That was only really the case for Korra and Zahir.
Yeah.
I guess kind of Amon. No, they did reference all of them.
Yeah, even if it was just to make fun of it, they briefly referenced them. So I'm just saying, Aang's had more substance. So yeah, Korra's had some boom flash, but they were over in a season basically.
Yeah.
So for me, Aang still wins.
Yeah, and that also goes to who had the better series, because again, the writing was stronger in Aang's storyline, in Aang's arc, I should say. The character development was better. They tried to do a little character development with Kavira in season 4 and backtrack like a lot of her character development, which, you know, I'm like, what's the point of doing it if you're going to backtrack it anyway?
Right.
But
try to make you feel sympathy those last few moments while
I felt no sympathy, because again, she shot that cannon at her fiance with no remorse like 5 minutes prior to that. So I'm like, what sympathy do I have for you? The only sympathy I have is that you and Korra are a lot alike and you should find a problem with that.
So again, what exactly are you in Korra's corner for?
I mean, she's the Avatar. Like, there has to be something that she did better than Aang, or she can do better than Aang. Outside of she can metal bend. Aang, if he had learned metal bending, he would have learned all the ultimate bendings of all the elements, and probably even invented lava bending, which I thought I would get some sort of backstory to that and answer where that came from, but you know, whatever.
So what I'm hearing is there's not a specific thing that you're in Korra's corner for.
She's the first gay avatar, and I can support that. I support gay avatars.
Okay. I'll take, yes. Korra is a better lesbian than Aang is or ever will be.
Right.
I concede that.
Korra's a better lesbian than Aang. Korra wins that round.
Yep. Anything else?
I don't even know. I'm done.
All right.
So give us your opinion. Who did you like more, Aang or Korra? Who has the better storyline? Who has the better characters, better character development, better story? And, you know, of course, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so fancy, if you want to join this little debate, this ongoing debate of who's better, Korra or Aang. It's Aang. Clearly it's going to be Aang, but, you know.
Is it really a debate?
No, it's not. Not at this moment, but it will be.
Okay.
I'm Mark.
I'm Tessa.
This is Rage Candy. See you next episode.
Ciao.